Good morning, students. Students, today I am going to explain the chapter 9, that is current electricity. Students, first of all, what is electrical current? What is current? Current is the main source by which we can work all the things, our things, equipments are working together. So in an electric current is denoted by I, and charge. And charge is it is moving from the battery to the bulb, and two types of current are there. One is secondary and second one is a primary current. So today we are going to discuss about the chapter about electrical current. So what is current? Current is the sources of different current, that is cell, accumulators are there. So electric current is the rate of flow of electric charge. That is the definition of current. So it is conventional and electronic. So electric current is of two types. So its battery is this is a circuit of the current. So direct current is a current of constant magnitude flowing in one direction, positive. It always flow from the positive to negative. So next we are having two types of cells are there. One is primary cell and second one is secondary cell. What are the primary cell and what are the secondary cell? Primary cells are those cells, these the picture which is showing, that is primary cells. So what are primary cells? Primary cells are those which are irreversible, which cannot be recharged. We cannot recharge. So let me give you one example, please. So primary, two types of school sections are there. One is primary and one is secondary. Primary are below 5th class and secondary are up to the +2 class. That in highest section we can consume, we can recharge again and again. So secondary cells are those which can be recharged again and again, but in primary are those which cannot be recharged again and again. Once used we can throw, like battery. In this battery, can we recharge it? Can we use it again? No. So these are the primary cells are non-rechargeable. These cells are not rechargeable, zinc carbon cells. So it is dangerous. So primary and secondary. So secondary are rechargeable. So once the cell gives up all the energy, the chemical energy that causes it lose energy can be reversed by a charger, giving it more energy to use circuit like battery. So we can recharge it. So this is the difference between the primary and the secondary charge. So primary are those which cannot be recharged, secondary are those which can be recharged. So primary cells are light in weight, whereas the secondary cells are heavy in weight. So primary cells are having a low life, secondary are having a high life. Next one is a current. So what is current? Current is denoted by I. So Q, it will depend upon the as much rate of flow of charge in one in a time, in 1 second, that is called as current. So current is delta T. So what is this triangle shape is there? That is a delta. So it means when change in charge upon change in time, it is denoted. So current formula is I is equal to Q upon T. That is very important. We use this formula for solving the numericals also. So what is electric current? Is defined as the charge flowing through any section of a conductor in 1 second. So I is equal to Q upon T. So different types of current are there. Steady current are there, which does not vary with time. So varying current whose magnitude varies with time. Then alternating current, that is AC. Direct current we will get from the battery. AC current, that is in our house source, that is comes from the Bijli board or electricity board. So whose magnitude varies continuously, direction changes periodically, we can increase or decrease with the help of voltmeter. So next are the keys. Some terms are there by which we can use. This is the first term and this is instrument. Symbols used in circuit diagrams. So this is source of current, that is a current, that is a key is there. So we can remove the key to stop the current and on the current. Next one, this is the resistance box. Resistance box is used to increase or decrease the resistance. Resistance means opposition. To oppose the current, to stop the flow of current, is that to increase the obstruction. We have to increase the obstruction. As many as obstructions are increased to flow the rate of current, that is called as resistance. Resistance is the obstruction. to flow the rate of current, that is called as resistance. So we are having a resistance box, and over the resistance box different ohms are there, so like 10 ohm, 15 ohm, 50 ohm, 30 ohm. So as much resistance we need, we can remove that key from there, that is the resistance box is there. So this is called as rheostat beta. So what is the function of the rheostat? First of all, rheostat is a device by which resistance in the current circuit can be varied continuously. It is used to adjust the magnitude. Magnitude means the effect of current in a circuit by changing the length of the resistance wire and include the circuit. This is the purpose. We can join it with the cell, and two sides are there by which we can join. Next one, we are having a connecting wire. We know that we at home we are having a connecting wire. So for this connecting wire, we can use to connect the various electrical components. Next, we are having a three instrument there. Students, in your house, one motor is there, and it has a starter switch is there. It has a two meters are there. One is ammeter, there is written A, and one is V, and one is G. Students, when we switch on that motor, only the V is going to 220, and when we just press the green button, then only the A is working. Then only the A, but that is ammeter. Ammeter, that means how much it consumes the current. That motor is how much consuming the current. That is the function of the ammeter. So ammeter is to measure the magnitude of current flowing in a circuit. Next one, we are having a voltmeter. How much voltage comes in our house? It comes to 20 voltage in our house. So that is to measure the potential difference. That is the potential difference between the 2 points of a circuit. So next one, we are having galvanometer. See the diagram of the galvanometer. On the right side also 100, 200 and 300. On the left side also. That means in which direction the current is flowing, whether the current is in the negative side or in the positive side. It shows that when we want to detect the presence of very weak current, we can find out in electric circuit. To know the direction of flow of current, we use a galvanometer. Next one comes a load. An appliance is connected to a circuit is called load. Next, we are having a simple diagram, that is simple electrical circuit. So this type of circuit diagram they are asking. So to draw the simple circuit diagram, switch is there, then battery is there. Battery is having a two terminal, one is positive and one is negative. One thing I want to clear. So the long terminal is always a positive and short one is a negative. The current flow from the positive to negative, and the light bulb is there. So these are the some of the circuit diagrams are there. They are asking open switch is there, battery is there, closed switch is there, cell is there, ammeter, fuse is there. So all the diagrams symbols are there. Sometimes they may ask to draw the symbols of battery, cell, closed switch. So we have to use it. Next topic, we are having a conductor and insulator. What is conductor? Which can flow the current, or to pass the current through it is called electric conductor. Any material that allows electric current to pass through it, like copper, aluminium, steel, or any metal, that are called as conductor. And insulator are those which do not allow. In rubber, can we pass the current? In wood, can we pass the current? No. So those things are called as insulator. These are the main difference over there. Then closed and open circuit and diagram topic is not in our syllabus, and that is removed from. So try to read these topics and find out the questions answer. So next topic, we are having a potential difference and resistance. First of all, what is potential difference? Potential difference means to bring. We have to bring, what we have to bring? To unit positive charge. We have to bring the unit positive charge from infinity to that point. If we are using the word infinity to that point, that is called as potential. and from one point to another, when we used to bring the unit positive charge from one point to another, that is called as potential difference. That means 2 points are there, difference between the 2 points are there, that is called as potential difference. So always the current is flow from the positive to negative, whereas the electron flow from negative to positive. So in a battery, when a mobile battery is down, then it used to, the percentage is going down, and when you put it charge, then it means electrons are present, that is going outside. So negative to positive and bring the positive to negative. Okay, so these are the, so potential difference. So tank A and B both are of same potential, whereas in the down figure tank A is filled full, whereas tank B is half. So water flow from A to B, and what we can say, in tank A having a potential difference more than the tank B, that's the potential difference. Then what is potential difference? The electrical potential or voltage is the electrical energy that an electron possesses. As is, it is the move through the circuit. Electron move through the circuit, they release their electrical energy to the electrical loads in the circuit. So definition I already explained about, that is that to bring the unit positive charge from one point to another is called as potential difference, and that is measured with the voltmeter. So it is denoted by, potential difference is denoted by V, and its formula is energy upon charge. Then comes a resistance. So as I told you, what is resistance? Resistance is the obstruction offered to flow the current by the conductor is called as a resistance. So it is the resistance is the obstruction. What is the cause? As during the movement, so this is the question, important question over there, what is the cause of the resistance? That is, during the movement, when the electrons move or charge move, they collide with each other, the fixed positive charge and other free electrons, due to which their speed decrease and the direction of the motion changes. After collision, they again accelerate toward the positive to the suffer collision with the positive, and the speed decrease, and this decrement of the speed and again accelerate, that is called as its resistance. This is the main cause of resistance. Now last topic we are having a Ohm's law. What is Ohm's law? So who discovered the Ohm's law? Sir George Ohm born was on 1789 and died on 1854. So he discovered about the Ohm's law. So what is the definition of the Ohm's law? The current in an electrical circuit is directly proportional to the applied voltage and inversely proportional to the resistance is called as Ohm's law. So he stated that V is equal to IR. V is equal to IR is the definition of the Ohm's law. So what are the, it is a scalar quantity. Unit of resistance is ohm. So that's why the resistance of a conductor is said to be 1 ohm if a current of 1 ampere flow through it when the potential difference across its ends is 1 volt. So last topic we are going to discuss, that is the factor. What are the factor which affecting the resistance? First one is length. How the length is affected? Longer material have a greater resistance. जितना लंबा होगी length होगी उतना resistance ज़्यादा होगा. Second one is a cross section area. So more the cross section area, less the resistance. जितना ज़्यादा resistance होगा उतनी less resistance होगी. As the lesser, it is inversely proportional, we can see. Temperature. Third one is the temperature. So how the temperature affected? Temperature, higher the temperature usually result the high resistance. That means high collisions are there. More collisions are there when with temperature increase. So temperature increase the resistance. And last one we are having a material. So different material are different resistance. A good conductor having a less resistance, whereas the insulator are having a more resistance, because they do not allow the electrons or current to pass through it. So these are the factors affecting the thing. Students, read the topic properly and try to understand the question answers. Thank you for watching.